Hi guys, welcome back. In today's lesson we are going to discuss about Oracle initialization parameter files. Now parameter files are very important for a database to start up, okay, which contains the database parameters, and you can change the parameter values to change the behavior of the database. Okay, so basically there are two types of parameter files, SPFILEs and PFILE. Whereas PFILE is a static file and SPFILE is a dynamic file. Static file in the sense, when you make changes in the parameter value, you have to shut down the database and start with the SPFILE to take effect, and then you have to create SPFILE, and then you have to shut down again, then you have to start it again. Okay, so there are so many steps involved if you are using PFILE to make any changes in the parameter value. Oracle recommends use SPFILE. SPFILE is a dynamic file, so whenever you make changes into the parameter files, it will take effect immediately. Okay, so it is very helpful. It's been released from 9i. Okay, prior to 9i we used to use PFILE to make changes in the parameter file. Okay, so Oracle recommends to use SPFILE for the database. There are a lot of advantages of using SPFILEs. So here I'm going to let me show you this diagram. Here, when you start the database, connect /sysdba and start up, the database will look for the SPFILE. This is the by default settings. Okay, it will look for the SPFILE .ora file. Then whatever the value you have set here, according to that it is going to create instance in a memory. Okay, it is going to create SG and background process in the memory. So here is the brief difference between the PFILE and SPFILE. PFILE is a text file. As I said, you can use text editor file tool to open this file, and you can view the parameter values, whereas SPFILE is a binary. Okay, so you can open it, but you cannot see the parameter values. It will be in encrypted format. So in a PFILE, when you want to make changes to the PFILE, the instance must be shut down and restarted before it takes effect. As I was saying, you have to bounce the database to reflect the changes. Whereas in case of SPFILE, you can use alter system set command to update any parameter value immediately. Okay, and the file name, PFILE file name starts with init, and the instance name, the database name, whatever the database name you have, .ora. Let's say that your database name is Dell, so the PFILE name will be init del.ora. Whereas SPFILE name start with SPFILE and the database name .ora. So if your database name is Dell, your SPFILE name will be SPFILE del.ora. You can create PFILE and SPFILE both whenever you want. If you want to create PFILE from SPFILE, it's possible. So use only create PFILE from SPFILE command, or you can use create SPFILE from PFILE command. Both is possible. We are going to see practically. I'm going to demonstrate that. Now, as I said, whenever you are using SPFILE as an initialization parameter file for database, there are so many parameter values that you can change immediately, but there are some parameter files that you need to bounce the database even if you are, even though if you are using SPFILE. For example, control_file. Okay, if you want to, and you can see the value static is yes, so this parameter is a static value. It means whenever you are changing the information of control_files, you have to shut down the database and start the database again to reflect that changes. Similarly, db_block_size, it's also a static value. db_create_files in a list, it's not static, it's a dynamic, so you can change the value whenever you want. You no need to bounce the database. log_archive_dist, this is also again, it's a non-static value. undo_tablespace, it's also not a static value, so you can change this value anytime you want. As for the documentation, you can specify more than 285 parameters value in SPFILE and PFILE. Okay, and these files are going to store in Oracle Home DBS folder if it is in Unix. On Unix system, you can find those PFILE and SPFILE in this folder. If it is a Windows system, you can go to the database folder. Okay. Now, whenever you start the database, there is a hierarchy flow that the database is going to look for. Let's say when I start my database, by default it is going to look for the SPFILE first. Okay, if the SPFILE is not there, if SPFILE database name.ora is not available, then it will look for the SPFILE.ora. If this file is also not available, then it will look for init database name.ora. This is the PFILE. Okay, so first of all, always it will look for the SPFILE database name.ora. If it is not there, then it will look for the SPFILE.ora. If that is also not there, then it will look for init database name.ora. So this is the sequence, and if all these three files are not available, you cannot start your database. So you have to create a SPFILE from the backup. Okay, how do you modify the parameter files? If it is a P file, you can use text editor file to modify it. If it is a SP file, if you want to modify the value of SP file, then you have to use alter system set command and the parameter name and the value, whatever the value you want to set, SP file. Or you can use enterprise management database control to make changes. Okay. And if you want to find out the changes, you can use VReload parameter views. So in this session, I am going to demonstrate how to start the database using PFILE, how to create a PFILE from SPFILE, how to create how to change value using PFILE and using SPFILE. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to open the prompt. So I'm going to log in as sysdb. So here I'm logged in. Now if you want to find out whether your database is started with PFILE or SPFILE, you can always use this command. So parameter SPFILE Okay, so it will give you the path of your SP file. You can see your the SP file name is SPFILE ORCL. ORCL is my database name. Okay, let's go to this folder and see. It is in apps, Windows 7, product, database. Yeah, here you can see SPFILE and ORCL. Okay, I have a password file and other files. Now let me show you how to create a P file from SPFILE. I can use create P file from SPFILE. If I don't mention any path, it is going to create a P file in this database folder. Okay, let me enter this. Yeah, you can see one file is created here, and you can see the name starts with init. Okay, and the database name. If you want to create a P file into different location, then you can mention path here. Let's say I'm going to create a P file in C:, and let's say the file name is PFILE ORCL dot ORA. Okay, file is created. Let's go to C:, and see. Yeah, you can see a file PFILE ORCL. Yeah, fine. How do you start your database using PFILE? Simply here on the prompt, you have to, first of all, you have to shut down the database too. Let me shut down. And whatever the P file you have created, it's readable. See, if I open this file, I can able to see all the contents of that file. Okay, but can I open the SPFILE.ORA? Yes, I can open. It's saying access denied because Windows has some extra privilege on that. So let me copy on the desktop and show you. Sorry. Oh, access denied. Fine, this is an encrypted file. Okay, access denied. Okay, so this is actually an encrypted file. Even if you are able to open, you can see a bunch of unreadable text. Now here my database is shut down. Now let me start the database using PFILE. I can use startup PFILE and give location of PFILE. So my location is C:. I can drag and drop. I don't have to write all those lines. I think it should be in a single quote. Yeah, the database is started. It's mounted. Yeah, and it's open. Now let's see if I give show parameter SPFILE. You see the value is blank. It means that you have started the database using PFILE. Okay. So now let me shut down and start the database using SPFILE, and then I will discuss about how to change the value of parameters. Okay, so shut down. And let me start up. Okay, now I can use show parameter SP5 to confirm it is started with SP5. Here show parameter, let's say log underscore buffer. You can see the value for the read log buffer is 32 something it's in a bytes. Okay, now let's say I want to increase the size of my log buffer using PFILE. Okay, so what I have to do, first of all I have to create a PFILE from SPFILE. Okay, I have to modify the value of log underscore buffer. Okay, then save it, then start with PFILE, then create a SPFILE, then shut down, then start again. Okay, so there are so many steps involved. Let me go one by one. So first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a PFILE, a new PFILE. Okay, so create PFILE, and let's say I'm going to put it in C column, and this time let's say my init orcl.ora. This is the name of my PFILE from SPFILE, and let me open that file again. Okay, so I want to change the value for log underscore buffer, and what value you want to give. Let's say this time I'm going to give 44 something 56, sorry, so this is the value. Anyway, the value will be calculated in the form of granules. You won't see the exact value. Let me save this. Not responding. Oh. I'm going to save this on my desktop because I don't have permission. C column orcl dot ora. Put it in double quotes so it won't give .txt extension. So here is my init orcl file. So now let me shut down my database and start with PFILE. database is down, so let me start up with PFILE location and unit. Database is mounted. Database is open, and let me see the parameter value now. So parameter log underscore buffer. You can see the new value. Earlier we were getting 32 something, now it is 42. Okay, as I was telling you, you won't get the exact value because the memory is calculated in the form of granule size, and one granule size equal to 4K. Okay, so it's calculated in that format. Now this new value is not in SPFILE. Okay, so it means that if I shut down and start up normally, I will get the older value. Okay, now if I want to make this value permanent in SPFILEs, what I have to do, I have to create a new SPFILE from PFILE. Okay, so let me do that. Let's say I want to make this value permanent. I can use create SPFILE from PFILE. Okay, you can specify the path of the PFILE, or you can leave it, it will take the current PFILE. The file is created. Now let's go back to the database folder and see whether it is created or not. So we're in database, and you can see at what time the file was updated, 1:49. You can see the current time, 1:49 p.m. 1:49 p.m. Okay, so this is the updated one. So now what I can do, I can shut down my database and start normally, and you will the new changes will be reflected. Let me do that. Shut down, immediate. Start up normal, so it will look for the SPFILE and allocate the instance memory. This is mounted. It is open. Now let's see the value. So parameter log underscore buffer. You see the new value. Okay, now if I want to change the value of this file, this parameter, using SPFILE, how will I do? I can use alter system set, okay, log underscore buffer equal to the new value. Let's say 2323544. Okay, now after that there are some option called scope equal to can be memory, or it could be SPFILE, or it could be both. What is the meaning? If I mention memory, it means it is going to update the changes only in the memory. It is not going to write the value in the SPFILE. Okay, so it means when I bounce my database, I will get the old value. I won't get this new value, okay, because it is in memory and it will be lost when you shut down the database. If I want to make this change only in SPFILE, I don't want to make these changes in the memory, okay, so I can mention SPFILE. So the value will be written into the SPFILE. Now if I want both, I want this value to be changed in the memory as well as in SPFILE, then I can say both, or I can just terminate my statement here. So both is the default. Now log underscore buffer is, this parameter cannot be modified itself. As I was telling, even though I am using SPFILE, but there are some parameters which needs database restart. Okay, here I have not mentioned that value. Fine. So if I want to make these changes, I can do like this. I can say SPFILE scope is equal to SPFILE, enter. So this new value will be in the SPFILE. You won't get it won't get reflected in the memory because you are getting the old value. Okay, but when I restart my database server, the database, you get this value. But let me show you how to the changes of the dynamic one. Let me change the undo underscore table space. For this I don't need to restart my database. Okay, undo underscore table space. For undo underscore tables, let me see what is the value now. So parameter undo underscore table space, the current value is undo tbs 1. Okay, so all the users are using this undo table space for their to keep their old images and for database concurrency. Now I don't have a new table space. I'm going to create undo table space, new undo table space, and let's say the undo table space name is undo new undo tb. Okay, and data file, let's say I'm going to create one data file undo, let's say new undo tb1 dot dbf, and let's say the size is 100 MB. Table space is created. Now I can use alter system set undo underscore table space equal to, okay, what is the new name? New undo tbs, is it? Not tbs, it is tb. And if I terminate my statement here, it's going to affect in memory as well as in SPFILE. Let's see the values. So parameter undo underscore table space, you see the new undo table space. It's reflected without bouncing the database. Okay, and the same changes, all these changes you can do using enterprise management control. Let me open the enterprise management control. Yeah, there. Uh-oh, there's a problem. What could be the problem? Okay, fine. There was a problem with the service. So what I did, I started the service, listener service, and I restarted the DB console service. Now it is working perfectly. Now if you want to change the parameter value using enterprise management control, you can log into the sys user, sysdba, and then you can go to the server tab here, and there you have initialization parameters. Okay, there are currently 341 parameters, and it is showing 50 parameters here. You can filter it according to your need, what kind of parameter you want to see here. You can filter it. You can save the current settings to the file, like creating a PFILE here. Okay, you can save this file to somewhere. What is happening to my machine? Okay, on the desktop I can see. Oh, cancel it. Now if you want to change any values, you can drag down to that particular value here. Let's say on the table space here. If you want to change it, you can give the new name, and you can click on apply. This is the current file. You can see the content of SPFILE also, same thing. Let's say what was the default name for under table space. I think undo TBS, is it? Let me verify. The previous name, undo TBS 1, undo TBS 1, and I can show SQL. So what changes are going to affect, I can view it in a SQL format. So alter system set undo table, I'm changing the undo table space parameter, and it's a memory. So I can click on return, and I can say apply. So it is going to change it into the memory. I can also change it in the SPFILE, so that changes will be permanent. to look for that parameter. You got the idea how we do it. Okay, now if you view the parameter here, you can see it is under TBS1, it's not new under TB. Okay, so this is how we create a SPFILE and PFILE, and this is how we change the value, parameter value, using SPFILE and PFILE. I hope this is informative for you. Thank you for watching.